The security guard didn't even bother to look up when he spoke. "You can wait outside." His tone was casual, practiced, like he turned away plenty of husbands in suits. Under those same golden ballroom lights, I blinked once, showing nothing. Behind him, the red carpet buzzed with laughter and flashing cameras. Through the glass doors, I saw her smiling, not at me. She walked right past without a single glance. Her arm wrapped around a guy at least 10 years younger. Her hand rested on his chest, fingers brushing the edge of his collar the same way they used to trace mine. She gave a little smirk as they passed. "Why would we waste a seat on you?" she murmured. Not to me, to him, but loud enough to slice right through. The table was full. Every other spouse sat close, shoulder to shoulder, smiling for photos, whispering in ears. My chair might as well have never existed. I looked down, fixed the cuff of my shirt, and pulled out my phone. One message. No emotion. Then a second. "Mr. Lavelle, CEO. Subject, evidence, HR violations, embezzlement, and affairs on company property. Check your email." Sent. Delivered. Read. I walked off without saying a word. The door clicked shut behind me. A minute later, the CEO's voice tore through the hall. Sharp, furious. A chair scraped back. Fast footsteps. The celebration started to rot from the inside. I lit a cigarette in the dark. 3 months earlier, she'd started working late again. At first, I didn't think much of it. We'd danced this dance before. Ambition, stress, long nights. She always said it was for us, that we were building something. But then came the silence. She started hesitating before saying my name, like reaching for a door that no longer led anywhere. And then came the laughter, but not with me. A month ago, she left her phone on the nightstand unlocked. She never does that. A message preview appeared. "Last night was dangerous. Can't stop thinking about you." I stared at it for exactly 13 seconds, long enough to memorize the number, short enough not to wake her. I didn't yell, didn't question, didn't break anything. I just watched. The next morning, I made her coffee, kissed her cheek. She smiled, completely unaware I already knew. The investigation was clean. First, I cloned her phone. A perfect mirror of every word she typed and every picture she thought she erased. Then I checked her finances. Hotel charges at 2:13 a.m. we lived together. Next came the texts. So many texts. She wasn't just cheating. She was using me, parading me around as her stable foundation while selling herself as independent. Lively, irresistible. And the twist. Her new lover wasn't some fling. He was the VP, single, wealthy, rising fast. She played her role perfectly. Late nights turned into strategy meetings. Distance became personal growth. I was the anchor she decided to cut loose. Every morning, I went to work with her goodbye kiss still warm on my cheek. And every night I read their messages in silence. His wife has no clue. She's boring anyway. She thinks she's special. I told her she was the only one. That third message wasn't about me. It was from him, talking about his wife. 2 homes, 2 betrayals. I confronted neither of them. Instead, I documented everything. I met quietly with a lawyer. Then I sent HR anonymous tips, dates, locations, screenshots, security footage, timestamps. When everything was lined up, I planned one more dinner, our anniversary. She wore red and said I looked stiff. I told her, "I'm just watching." She laughed. My lawyer had prepared a black envelope, thick, heavy paper. Inside was everything: screenshots, photos, transactions, and a printed copy of the email I had ready to send. I handed it to her right before the ceremony. She didn't open it, just shot me a look like I was being dramatic. The VP stood a feet away adjusting his tie. She whispered, "Can we not do this right now?" I didn't answer. She walked off. When the CEO's assistant confirmed he'd be attending the awards, I waited until everyone was seated. I stood in the corner, watched her laugh, watched her lean in close. Then I hit send. The CEO's voice cracked through the microphone. "Victoria, can we speak now?" The room froze. She stood slowly, smiling nervously. "Is this about the award?" He didn't smile back. The VP's phone buzzed. He looked down, color draining from his face. Victoria opened her email on her tablet. I watched her expression fall apart piece by piece, confusion, then fear, then anger. She looked toward the exit. I was already gone. By the time the CEO stormed backstage, the VP was halfway to his car. His wife had already received the forwarded email. Victoria chased after them, heels pounding, voice rising. "I can explain." They didn't bother stopping. A board member leaned in to whisper something to a reporter. The story would explode by morning. Her reputation, her job, her marriage, all of it gone. I watched everything unfold from across the street. 3 years of marriage erased by one email. She lied beautifully. I responded with precision. She always said I was too quiet, too controlled, never exciting enough. She wanted chaos. So I gave her a taste of it, then stepped away before the flames reached me. No apology. No explanations. No closure. Just silence and control. Her last question echoed in my head. Why would we waste a seat on you? I smiled, exactly.